We emptied our shitters.
Yep. Haven't had her out in about 3 weeks, I think. I'm just opening her up. I got her up on, I guess we're going about 2,000 RPM, which is high. I never take it up that low. I'm going to blow it out a little bit. We're actually up on plane. Never do that either. But I'm just going to do it for about 10 minutes and then bring her back down to regular speed.
Give her a good blowout. As we tour the Delaware.
So we took the boat out yesterday, and when we got back, for some reason the air conditioner pump wouldn't work. And the way our system is on the boat, we have 6 different air conditioning systems. They work under one actual pump that feeds water through them all. And I took it out, took it apart to see if maybe the impeller was jammed or broken, but unfortunately it was not the case, and the motor seems to be spent. So I went online looking for it, and anywhere from $1,700 up to $2,800 is how much it costs to have the whole thing repaired. So I started looking for the motor itself, which would be a lot cheaper. And then it occurred to me that the guy who owned this boat before me had a lot of spare parts all over the place. So I went rummaging, and I found a brand new
Woohoo!
air conditioning pump. All crated up and different brand, but it's the exact same specs, so I'm going to put it in.
Woohoo!
And that was a nice $2,000 fine. Thank you.
So that means we can
Lauren.
spend $2,000 on something
Oh
else?
yeah, sure. Clothing, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put it in. I need to get the fittings, and I just rewired it for 220. It came wired for 110, and I'm going to go put it in and see. Hopefully it works.
Woohoo!
So nothing's ever in a nice convenient place on a boat, right? So the pump for the air conditioning system's on the side of the starboard engine here. I already have it removed. Here, I'll take that and kind of show you where it is. It just goes right here. Our through hole and screen are underneath the exhaust manifold there. I just took the pump off. I left the actual impeller casing on. I'm going to take that off now since I found the new pump. The pump I found has everything with it, all brand new, so I'm going to go ahead and put the whole thing in. And I also took apart the stator on one of the pumps for one of the heads was leaking, and it looks like I have to change the rubber part that goes in there. So that's why that's apart too. But let me just hand this back over to the first mate, and I will start taking these fittings off. So I have the housing off now, and there's 2 hose fittings I'm going to take off. They look like they've been on there for a century. So I'm going to take them off and put them on the housing on the new motor pump. And
That's that. All right.
let's see how hard they are to get out.
Good luck with that, honey. Don't break it. Seems like you might need a counter one.
So we've been trying to locate a diver for the last couple of weeks. We're in the Philadelphia area, and they're not as easy to come by. In Fort Lauderdale, they seem to fall out of trees, but we finally did locate somebody today, and he had a cancellation. So we are short-term notice heading down to the boat. We are picking up a couple of zincs, which is what we need the diver for. When we left Florida, we were told by the previous diver that our zincs are getting worn and that I'd probably have to replace them very soon. So we figured we better do that before winter gets here. And we're going to West Marine now to pick up some of the zincs, and then we're going to meet the diver down at the boat, and he's going to take a look, and if need be, we're going to have him clean the bottom as well. One thing we found out, unfortunately, is that since divers are so scarce around here, they're also a lot more expensive.
A lot.
In Florida, we had the bottom cleaned on the boat, cost about $100. Up here, it's going to be more like $350 to $400 to have the bottom cleaned. $8 a foot, basically.
And that's a guesstimate.
Yeah, so you know, I guess that's life living up north in a non-boating area. So we're going to meet them at 2 o'clock today, and hopefully everything goes as planned, and I'll check back in.
Well, you know, the one interesting thing with the zincs is under inspection, the zincs were good when we had the survey done. And it was Walt from Mike from Sea Whisperer that told us that sometimes if they have an other boats have electrical discharge in the water, it eats your zincs up. I didn't know that. I thought that was interesting.
It's possibly what happened, because the zincs were perfectly good at survey, and then 2 months later, when we had the bottom cleaned, they said that the zincs were bad, and we were at a private dock all that time, so we're thinking that maybe there was some sort of an electrical issue at the dock that was eating the zincs. Not really sure, we'll never really know, but I don't want the same thing happening here, so I'm getting them replaced to make sure the boat's protected.
Expensive.
Yeah, very expensive.
I think they'd be cheaper online.
Yeah, but I need them today.
Well, short-term notice, but at least we're getting it done before before the boat's winterized. If it is winterized this year, I'm not sure. See, I was just telling Ed that the aluminum nodes are for salt and brackish water, and the magnesium are for fresh water only. And I think he thought I was really smart for a minute, but I cheated.
I think they're probably the same price.
That's easy.
Yeah.
$233 later,
Watch, you're gonna walk into a car.
right?
Yep.
He wouldn't take my $20 offer, I said. I said, I'll give you 20 bucks for him. He didn't want to. Oh well, it was worth a shot.
Well, we learned something. We're not supposed to mix different types of anode materials, zinc and magnesium and aluminum. So we went with all zinc, which is what I believe is on the boat now.
Yep.
So I got a new Halo Wi-Fi extender for my birthday, and I'm going to install it on the boat today. It is replacing one that came with the boat that was made from a company called Bad Boy Extreme, I believe. The antenna was physically broke. There was a crack in it, so it has never worked while we've had the boat. So I've basically been using the hotspot from my phone ever since we picked it up in April. So I'm going to take this and install it. Hopefully everything's going to work with the existing mounting brackets that are up there. Basically it includes an antenna, the actual base of the antenna, and the mounts for the boat. There is a Cat 5 cable that comes with it. However, I have one run through the boat right now, so I'm going to try to use the existing one so I don't have to rerun wires. And it comes with a router, which will broadcast the signal throughout the boat so that anyone on the boat can just get the password for this router and pick up Wi-Fi from the antenna. Now the antenna will come and pick up from the marina, who offers free Wi-Fi, or if your marina doesn't have it, sometimes there's a Starbucks locally or a public park. Philadelphia actually has free Wi-Fi. So we're hoping once we get this installed, I will be able to use just the available sources and not jack up the minutes or the data on my phone. We'll see.
We'll see. And we're not going to read the instructions, right? We're just going to do it. So, who needs that?
The instructions are for losers.
We'll figure it out. Uh-oh, we're using the directions. He's a loser.
Okay. Let's see.
No, he's not. So how complicated does it look?
It's not complicated at all.
And you sure our wire's going to be up to date? Because isn't there like, I don't know, Cat 7, Cat whatever?
Yeah, I don't know what this is. If it even tells you it's Cat 7, and I don't know how big of a difference it'll make. But it should, I don't know. It should. I'll find out. It's not working right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It is a Cat 7. Because the bad boy's been on here for a long time, so he's probably outdated.
We'll see. I'll go up and I'll see what kind of wire it is. If I need to run the new wire, I do.
Okay. All ready, Captain. Captain Ed.
This is the mount from the old antenna. Unfortunately, it looks like my wire is not in the greatest shape, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and replace that. It's gonna add a little bit of time to this project. This is the mount from the other antenna. You can see the antenna actually broke off from here. This is actually part of the antenna itself. So I'm gonna take that off and see about running the new Cat 7 wire.
What?
I assume this is what I have to do.
Alright, I guess we'll find out. Of course it's not easy. But it's gonna look easy. Take out all the plate to access the wires. All of them. Except for that one, I think.
I need a screwdriver to pry this off.
Okay. So nothing's in there?
No. Maybe it's going the other way. I don't see why.
That wouldn't make sense because the bad boy is right there. So that just doesn't seem to make sense. It's got to be, maybe this panel here you got to do. Down there.
Let me start here and see which way the wire is going anyway.
Alrighty. What's that? All that? Whoa.
The wire is black. Can you see it moving?
Pull. Pull.
Yeah, they're coming.
Not sure. Wouldn't this be it? I mean, the fat one?
No, it's not that round.
What the fuck is this?
Must be going the other way.
This one's got a toggle switch on it. What's that? Or I thought I saw a toggle switch.
Yeah.
That would be crazy if it's running the other way. It can't be. It probably is going down to that one lower box. And it was in that hole that was on the big arch here. I knew that because I'm the rocket scientist in the family, right? So we took off the light to get better access to the hole, which is really sharp edges. So Ed's looking to make it bigger so our new motor man will fit on it, through it.
Just he's got caulking in there I'm trying to scrape out right now.
So the hole isn't big enough for the wire. And it's, what did you say, 3/4 inch aluminum? How thick is the aluminum that if we had to cut a hole in it?
Oh no, looks like a 1/4 inch maybe.
Just trying to make the hole bigger with the drill bit. We don't actually have the right tool. So we're, as any boating experience, you make do with what you have. And if that doesn't work, then we'll go get it. What's this?
I was wondering why I couldn't pull it through.
Why? Oh wow, Jesus, you think there's enough of it? Overkill. Hopefully we have enough.
Okay.
But that thing had to come off to access it. We were able to pull it through, all the way through these things. Now we're just pulling it down the side, and hopefully we'll get it okay through the hole. In retrospect, we probably should have done it the other way, but whatever. We'll make do. Oh, it's a good thing we did change them.
Yeah, right? It's your little topper.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well, thank you very much.
Hey, it was a pleasure meeting you.
You too.
Take care.